Hello, you're listening to Abstract AF. I'm Sneha Jaiswal, and I'm here to convince you to watch the 2022 German language movie All Quiet on the Western Front, which is based on a novel of the same name. Now, I don't intend to stir up a debate, but I felt like this film was so much more powerful than the 2019 film titled 1917, directed by Sam Mendes, which also went on to win an Oscar. And because I don't see that kind of buzz around this German film, which is also set in World War One and tragically displays the brutal futility of war. Now, I'll admit that one of my biggest problems with 1917 was that the story was not as engaging. It was about two men who were sent on a suicide mission. They're supposed to warn British troops to not advance into an attack, and that means going through extremely dangerous terrain laden with enemy soldiers. I saw 1917 on the big screen and definitely thought the cinematography was visually stunning, but emotionally it wasn't cathartic. It doesn't really evoke a lot of emotions in you as a viewer. In a written review, I complained about how it didn't tear me up. But to be honest, I didn't cry after watching All Quiet on the Western Front either. But oh god, I was in a constant state of anxiety. I just didn't know what's gonna happen next, who's gonna die, how brutally, and I thought that maybe I'd have like a stroke from all the violence, the gore. It really drives home the point that war can be extremely, terrifyingly pointless. Directed by Edward Berger, the cinematography in this film, too, like 1917, is stunning. From scenic shots of the French countryside to the blackened, bloodied battlegrounds, war-torn regions are captured in all the shades, from those rare, untainted patches to ruined terrains filled with rotting remains of those who succumbed to their enemies. The non-combat scenes are sparse, and they serve to show the juxtaposition between the starving, exhausted soldiers against their war generals who sit in comfortable rooms, strategizing over the fate of million soldiers while sipping tea and wines with a delectable spread of food in front of them. The biggest strength of this film is that it is brilliantly able to convey how soldiers are quickly disillusioned with war. You see these 17-year-olds and 18-year-olds lining up with excitement to enlist and fight for the country, but once they get to the war front, the reality of death being just a whisker away reduces them to weeping, terrified boys who just want to go back home. The film is available to stream on Netflix, so do watch it if you get time. And that's all from me. Talk to you the next time.